Hey guys, Mary Meet, and welcome to, this is my first in a series of YouTube Pagan challenge videos. There's going to be one video every week, and I wanted to do this last year, but I kind of started making my tarot videos like in the middle of the year, and I was so focused on those, and I was trying to learn how to do videos essentially, and so I didn't really get into it the way that I wanted to. But there's a whole new challenge this year, so I'm going to try it out. We're going to see how it goes. I'm not going to edit. I'm not going to add the title card at the beginning. I'm not going to add the music. You kind of get what you get. This is just me talking. So, for week one, we are talking about our books of shadows, our grimoires, our notebooks, that sort of thing. And this is I've been practicing for almost 25 years now, and I have gone through a couple. And actually, today, um, I'm going to show you a couple of the notebooks that I use for various purposes, and a lot of the things from these notebooks end up in the Book of Shadows that I'm working on now. I'll show you that one actually in a later video. I think it's week 3 that I'll be showing you that one. But yeah, I'm going to show you the first ever Book of Shadows that I started. It's kind of funny. It kind of cracks me up. It's from 92, 93, and it's kind of hilarious. I tend to be like very methodical about things, and so some of the things I did in my early years just they're hilarious. I like to look at it every couple of years. Um, so first, I am a writer, and I always have a notebook with me, like no matter what. And this can hold various things. It can hold poems. It can hold recipes. It can hold recipes for magical items that I'm making. It holds notes on tarot cards, lists of things. It's an everyday notebook, but magical things end up in here. This one is done. This one has recipes for some pagan cookbooks I'm working on, and yeah, so this one's finished. I've got another one, but it is actually in the other room. So I just wanted to show you this one because it's finished, and it's just a comp book, which I love. They open easily, and um, you can kind of beat them up and not worry about it. So that's the first one. Um, this is, I have a thing about notebooks and about writing things down. So this is a bullet journal that I keep starting and stopping, unfortunately. And it's it's a Leuchtturm, I think 1917, says right here on the back. And it's actually made to be a bullet journal. So it's got numbered pages and everything. It's made for that. I love the bullet journaling system. I just forget about it and I don't keep up with it. Um, I don't love that it kind of doesn't give you a good system for like mapping out your week. Okay, you map out one day at a time, and I need to be able to see my week, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, so you can't like write things ahead necessarily. It makes it kind of difficult to do that. Um, I don't know. I'll probably get back to it at some point, but in all honesty, I'm probably going to go get a date book here soon because I am going to be working on all these YouTube videos. So just keep myself organized. This one I showed you in a previous video, and this is what I'm using to do my 2017 goal planning, organizing, year mapping, setting my goals, the steps that I'm going to take to do my goals. I actually just did my oracle reading where I pull one card for every month of 2017. It was really bad, so it wasn't really bad. There were warnings, we should say. But yeah, I've got a couple things in here. I'm going to be working on this throughout January, probably throughout the year, honestly. So, and it's got notes for like a super secret project that I'm really jazzed about. This, I told you I have notebooks everywhere. I've got like a stack over here of empties. This is the notebook that I use for all my tarot notes. And let's see, it's clipped here. And there's just various tarot notes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, I'm probably going to transfer all of this into a neater notebook with more space so that I have more room because I'm still really learning the tarot and I'm trying to just expand my knowledge. So I'm going to be looking at other books and looking at reversals more in depth. Reversals are giving me some trouble, and they've always given me trouble, to be honest. So I'm going to be exploring that. So I need kind of a better notebook, but this is what I use for now, and it's another comp book, but it has this poly plastic cover, and so I opened it. And it stays like this now. It's like not. Yeah, I mean it. This doesn't want to close ever again. So I just don't like this notebook honestly. But it's got a lot of my tarot stuff in it, so I'm gonna keep using it for now. So here's the fun part. This is the first Book of Shadows or Grimoire that I ever started. And it's in one of these enormous, you can see it's dusty too. I should really have dusted that before I did this. But it's in one of these 5-star notebooks. This just sits on my shelf, on my bookshelf. So that's why it's just dusty. And I look at it every couple of years and like laugh at myself. A lot of stuff in here. Oh, there's a whole book in here. This is The Creative Journal, The Art of Finding Yourself by uh, Lucia Capaccioni. So apparently I was like, yeah, this is it. This is me looking at like art journaling before I really got into art journaling. So I spent a lot of time with art journaling too. I have a thing with notebooks and empty pages. I just love them. So yeah, so this is hilarious. I was 17 or 18 when I started this, so I have the requisite girly drawings. I gotta put that in the middle. I gotta kind of work this out. This is kind of like my workspace over here, but so the first couple of pages are my journal. Oh, okay, cool. And this is notes that I took when Morning Glory Zell came through, and she actually did a talk at Phoenix and Dragon, which is one of our local metaphysical bookstores. It's been around forever. So that was 94, and that's notes from that. Yeah, oh, here's 93. I did a lot of journaling, apparently. I need to go back and read the journal. I don't think I've ever actually gone back and just read this journal. I mean, I'm not going to show too much of it because it is journaling, but it's just a random line. Oh God, this is me. They were all dressed in black, had pale faces, and lots of eyeliner. This is who I've turned into. So, God, I think I was probably talking about older pagans. And look at me now. Yeah, 95. Jesus, I wrote like a bunch of stuff. Okay, anyways. Here is Poems, etc. is the name of this tab. And these are poems that I printed off the internet. And this was from back when the internet was brand new and exciting, and we felt like we had to print everything or we'd never find it again. And honestly, we might not have ever found it again because pages kind of came and went. And it was magic, like all the stuff that you could find on the internet. So, yeah, I've got like a bunch of poems in here. I've got some that I wrote myself. This is hilarious, actually. Oh my, I have, wow, there's some adult content in here. Go me. Yeah, lots of poetry, actually, which is kind of funny. It's kind of something that I used to write a lot of poetry, and I've circled back to it. My poetry is maybe a little bit more, a little bit less emo now because I'm, almost 42. So some of my older poetry is kind of hilarious, but whatever. It's something I like to do, and it's not something I do for approval or to have some perfect finished product. And I think if you're chasing that, it's, you're not going to find it. Here is a perfect example of how I am very type A and bizarre about things. I'm very methodical. I made worksheets on the Sabbats and how I celebrated them. So I got this worksheet that I printed up. I printed up copies, and the idea was that I was going to fill out this worksheet at every Sabbat. And the questions are, excuse me. Number one, what do you feel called to do at this time of year? Okay, and when you're learning about the seasons and the changing of the seasons and the Sabbats and kind of like the ebb and flow of energies, it's a good question to ask yourself, right? Two, how is your energy level? Another good question. Three, what is your mood? Kind of the same thing, but whatever. I was young. Um, Number four, what images do you associate with the season? And that's pretty good because that, it was kind of helping me build my vocabulary, I guess, of knowledge of the Sabbats. So, do you like to be indoors or outdoors? Okay, seasonal, right? Do you like to be sociable or alone? And I think a lot of us have certain Sabbats where we're very social. Beltane is like a hugely social Sabbat. For me, Imbolc is like a very introverted, introspective time. So, do you like to be active or quiet? What aspects of deity do you feel close to? What myths do you feel close to? What crafts have you felt drawn to do? And that's actually like I knit, or leading up to Yule. Um, so that is something that's kind of relevant to me personally. And what have you been reading? So it just cracks me up how serious I was about capturing everything. And here's Ostara with like a little bunny sticker. Ostara of 1995. So I don't know, whatever. If that's an idea that you think that you could use, then by all means go for it. Let me know how it goes. Oh, here's Mabon with a nice like cornucopia kind of sticker. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. My writing hasn't changed all that much either. So the next tab is recipes for the spring, which I need to mine these because I'm actually collecting Sabbat recipes, vegan Sabbat recipes specifically, and I'm going to be putting those together into books. Recipes summer, recipes fall, recipes winter, recipes herbal. So I need to go back through these things, and actually, most of these were mine. But some were again printed offline. I just saw AOL. I was on AOL. So yeah. Wow, I'm really very old. So that's funny. So I printed things off of AOL. What do you want from me? Um, Here is a section for rituals, and this is actually very some of these are printed off of AOL. I did write. Wow. Okay, here is a ritual I did for my first familiar, Hera. That was January 16th. Yeah, we got her in the winter. I was 23, 24 when I got her. Maybe 22. So this is really old. But yeah, it's sweet. I don't really tend to record rituals. I feel like they're better if you do them fresh and kind of create them and then let them go. So recording rituals has never really been my thing. So it's kind of interesting that that's even there. Runes, divination, symbols, that sort of thing. And I've got like different alphabets, Pictish, Theban, uh, yeah, runes, things about runes. And then garden info, because I always wanted to be more of a gardener than what I am. And I'm great at planning gardens. I'm great at putting those things together. Again, type A, methodical. The details, the daily work of now you have to water the plants. That's where I suck. That's why I kill plants. So I have an old pyramid collection catalog in here, fall of 1994. I don't even know if they're still around, but they were a great place to find kind of magical items back then. Let me find something kind of weird. Yeah, okay. Here's some crystal jewelry that you could buy in 1994. So that's funny. 23 years ago. So yeah. So that is my first grimoire. Um, what is? I don't even know what this is. Okay, this is my first grimoire. Various seasonal stickers, and this is, I think, a map This is a map to get to a drum circle. It doesn't say when it was, like a long time ago. Yeah, just crazy blast from the past. So, anyways, this is a Book of Shadows that I started. I never kind of kept up with it. I kind of boxed myself in with all of my worksheets and things and got bored with it, and I do that all the time. So that's the first one. Next week, I will show you a different. I'm trying to think of what next week's topic is. Yeah, next week I'll probably show you a little bit of the one I'm working on now. So that's it. Hope you guys are having a great day in BOS I, and thank you for looking at my ridiculous old Book of Shadows. Bye. Okay, testing, 1, 2, testing sound. Hi, Bear. Hi. How are you? Oh, we should test you later. Ah, ah.